I am Yuko Harada, Divine Activator. I have Yafuda here as my guest. And I would like to talk about when you feel like in the midst of the journey of the spiritual healing, you may go through some experience like, gosh, I'm just not getting anywhere. I feel like I'm stuck forever, kind of thing. All right. Do you feel like that sometimes, Yafuda?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then it's like when it's we're talking about just a shallow area in the issue, then it's easier to have a breakthrough. However, when getting into the deeper aspect, more complication in the dynamics of the, for example, family issue, it could be connected to genetics and from the ancestry issue we are carrying on this lifetime, right? Then it's much harder to deal with it. So the more you get into deeper aspect to it, it's not easy to have a breakthrough like it used to be, you see? So people tend to feel like, oh, I'm stuck and not getting anywhere. Am I really doing anything? All this work I did, maybe it's wasting because I feel like I'm in the same place, and go back to that, like the same old place like that, okay? And then I'm not good enough, I'm failure. Really seriously, a lot of people feel like that. Do you experience like that too, Yafuda?
Yeah, I do. Happens like maybe I'll have a breakthrough, but then it comes back, and I feel like if I'm having a really good day, like for instance, I don't know, I'll be in like a really good mood with my parents, and we have like a good experience, good talk, all that kind of stuff, and then suddenly like it comes back to sort of like a negative atmosphere, like like getting in fights and all that, or and then like, oh my god, like I used to try to train myself emotionally to try and deal with it, but now I feel like I'm kind of used to it. But like you were saying, like going through it over and over again, I feel like I haven't progressed a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess maybe I am progressing according to what you're saying.
Yeah, you got that right. And because when you feel challenged, that means you're moving forward, you see? If it's easy daisy, you're not really moving forward because human issue is not that easy. It's like many layers, lots of complication to it. Okay, so you are progressing. If you feel like you're going backward, that's a good sign. You are progressing, so you're real. That's good news. Yeah, it's awesome, right? And then other aspect is when we go through some spiritual shift or healing, then whatever the impurity connected to that get purified, you see? So spiritually we are more purified. And then guess what? Emotional, mental, physical level become more purified, okay? And then when the physical level, the purification, that involves the detoxification. We get rid of the impurity by get rid of the physical toxin. But that's like a manifestation of the spiritual, emotional, mental is purified. So now we have to deal with the physical cleansing, detox. Okay, so and then knowing that the how spiritual realm is like a very upstream if human beings a river, and then emotional, mental, and physical. So spiritual realm gets purified, and then actually it makes much easier for the emotional shift to happen or mental shift to happen. And then physical shift happen, you see? So that's like an order. So by the time we feel like, oh, I got a detox going on, physical, and I feel like more emotional, like chaotic today, very reactive, stuff like that, that means probably your spiritual realm shifts happen, And then there's a time lag about it. And later on, maybe a few days later or a few weeks later, those downstream areas start to have an effect on it. So we feel like, oh, I don't know why, but I feel so depressed today, or I'm angry to situation more than usual. That means like an anger layer, depression area or whatever the emotional aspect, mental connected to it, it's like a, shifted. So the impurity has to come to surface before it gets out of our system. You see? So we feel worse. You probably heard it many times, right? You're gonna feel worse before you feel better. That's it. Yeah. Okay. So that's how cleansing or purification process happen. You see? So by the time physical cleansing going on, like, oh, I don't feel good, I oftentimes get the feedback from other people. Yuko, you look so bright. You're like spiritually like such a great place. Like, oh, really? But that's not how I feel in my body. It's happened a lot. Yeah. So every time we are having a breakthrough, guess what? Cleansing follow that. Okay. So that means like it could be emotional, physical cleansing. Any case, cleansing means we don't like it. It's because it's not comfortable. It's not easy, right? The physical cleansing, like maybe fever, the toxin melt with the heat. So fever happens, and then diarrhea, or some discharging, and just name it. All kinds of stuff, tiredness, right? Stiff shoulder, whatever, the headache, and toxin move, and headache. So all those symptoms. Western medicine have all kinds of names for you, but basically what it is like a purification process. Body has to go through, and then we feel worse. You see, we got a symptom, So it's a good sign, but nobody's really been educated this kind of stuff, hardly, ever in our education system, right? So people just don't know about it, but that's how it works. So when you get this kind of information, I hope it helps you to understand what you're going through in your daily life. So some people, it's kind of like emotional cleansing going on all the time, right? If somebody's like very angry easily, that means like this person has a lot of anger layer to release. So constantly anger layers becomes surfaced, and you have to deal with it, feel it, be with it, and gets out. So if you resist more, like, oh, I'm so angry again, I'm not good, I should be better than this, then guess what? It slows down the process. It doesn't mean anger is good or bad. I'm not talking about that. But whatever it is, if the anger layer comes to surface before it gets out, then might as well. It's better to acknowledge it and own it. I am angry today. Be with it. Be present with it instead of resisting or judging about it. Right? That's the key for any breakthrough in our life anyway. No? So any cleansing, that means basically anything we don't like. Okay? Sometimes cleansing happen in a little bit unusual way, I would say. Not unusual, but unexpected way. Like a car broke down, relationship, like more fight going on, or some financial like a challenge happen, like lost the money, or somebody steals you or cheat you, or that's all financial cleansing, right? So our life is full of cleansing because so much stuff we don't like, right? So stuff we don't like equal cleansing, detoxification. So spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or financially, relationship, any case that we go through a lot of cleansing. So that means we are releasing the impurity. So that's a good sign. And the cat likes this story, so he's enjoying this. Animal is pretty amazing that way. Get attracted to the good energy. So so we tend to think that the bad thing happening in life, and we judge it, or because I don't like it, that means it's bad. It's not equal at all. Just human reaction. We don't like it when it's not something comfortable or easy, right? But it doesn't mean it's bad. Actually, it's a good thing when you see bigger scale, bigger picture. When you see through the spiritual eyes. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I really feel that's really amazing to hear, because to be honest, like, I have moments where I'll resist everything negative or like unpleasant in my life, and I don't know. I just find that it's really good to know that it's like helping me rather than, you know, creating a mess in my life. So I feel I definitely have a different attitude about it now. So
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. So now I would like to guide you to do some beautiful, powerful breath sequence, which allow our brain to be a gamma state, which is a higher consciousness state. And then also, not only that, it will integrate all the great juicy information you gain today with the wisdom, understanding, whatever. This breath will help you to be integrated in your being, okay, in your body, brain, whatever the system, so that you can own it better, own it more, and be able to utilize it in your daily life better, okay? All right, so yeah, it's really awesome. Okay, so I'll introduce you that special breath. This is designed and developed by Koalav. He's my master teacher. So let's do the breath sequence, and then the hands, close your eyes like this if you can. Fingertips, press it, and thumb press. Just a few seconds, press hard. Fingers, each other, and then release it. Just lightly touch, okay? And then in front of your heart, in front of your chest, I'm sorry. Okay, all right, so this breath, please do very powerfully. So you cannot breathe out anymore. When you breathe out, breathe in. You cannot breathe in anymore, really hard, okay? I mean, powerful. Okay, so the 3 second, medium, fast, 1 second, 5 seconds, slow, all right? So breathe out through mouth all the way. Use your abdominal area, breathe out completely. Mouth, medium, in and out. Mouth, nose, slow. Nose, medium. Nose, fast. Mouth, medium. Mouth in, 3. Reverse. Nose, mouth, slow, out in. Nose, medium. Mouth, nose, fast. Mouth, medium. Mouth out, 3. It's all medium. Mouth, nose. Nose, nose, mouth. Mouth. Hold your breath, hold your tummy. Hold. Half breath in and out. And relax your hands. And if you feel like you're lightheaded, that means your brain's becoming gamma, which is the way ideal place to be. You cannot really think, you cannot upset in this state, right? So it's an ideal place to be. And you can use this breath for any occasion before you do some meeting, you're nervous about it, or some task project, or do the artwork, or anything. Dealing with some situation you're like challenged about, any situation, you can use this breath, and then your brain will be in the gamma, so to speak, brainwave state. That's the higher consciousness state. So you're able to tune in with the higher self and your wisdom. So it's like you'll be able to handle the situation with a better, brain processing power. Okay, so please use it. All right, thank you very much, everyone. And if you have a question, please send me an email. Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Yafuda, for coming here today.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Amazing.
I'm glad. You're welcome.